And welcome back. Probably not a good time to start that video, but I'm committed now. So, last time on the Dragon Ball Z, what if Radditz had stolen Gohan? Essentially, we looked up at the end of the Cell Saga. What happened was, just to recap real quick, Goku had actually met with the androids. Now, in this timeline, after Zenkai's and all that, Goku actually was right around the same level as both Imperfect Cell, First Stage Cell. No, yeah, Imperfect Cell, because it was Semi-Perfect Cell. Imperfect Cell and Android 16. He had met with the androids. The 16 could actually tell how strong Goku was. There was some interactions. Some fighting went down. Cell came in. Basically, it was a 4-on-1 fight with Cell. 16 ended up sacrificing himself to basically defeat Cell, and then they wished him back as well as everyone else. So we cut to basically what happens after the 7 years time skip. Well, during the 7 years, I think over 7 years, Goku would hit Super Saiyan 2. I think Gohan definitely has Super Saiyan. He's not, unfortunately, as strong as his canon counterpart in this case. But he's he's much more up with his training. I think with Goku there, and Goten, and, Goten has Super Saiyan and all that, I think he's, with Goku there, he basically not only works on his studies, but also, trains enough. Especially, Piccolo also comes over too, I'm sure, and they train together. Sorry, dog's right there. I want to be sure she's not chewing anything and misbehaving. Goku, I think, definitely hits Super Saiyan 2, but I don't think he's close to Super Saiyan 3. In fact, I don't think we'll see Super Saiyan 3 in this version of the story, just because of how long it's taken. Because this Goku didn't even have ascended or perfected Super Saiyan 1 as it is, in this version. He defeated Cell with the help of 17, 18, and 16, with just having a normal Super Saiyan form. So, after 7 years, yeah, he definitely has Super Saiyan 2, I'd imagine. But he's not much farther beyond there. Also, power-wise, I mean, we put him at 10 million initially for when he fought against 16 and Cell. Let's put him around I'd say after 7 years, around Cell Games Gohan level. So, his power is probably around 5 billion. So, remember, there's no Vegeta now, because they killed Vegeta. There's no, I don't believe there's Rads. Yeah, no, we killed Rads as well in this. Sorry, it's been a while since I actually I've gone over this particular one. So, when the whole Majin Buu thing happens, first off, yeah, Hercule's still popular and all that stuff, because basically none of them have really gone to a martial arts tournament in so long. They decide to pretty much join up for this one, just for the sake of it. Chi-Chi wants the prize money, all that. Goten wins the kids round, or the kids version of it, or the kids, what was it called? The kids tournament. Yeah. That's what Goten was in. I can't remember what was actually called. The junior division? That was the kids division. That was the word division. That was the word I was looking for. So Goten wins that because Trunks in this world is not Vegeta's son. I still think he's probably Yamcha and Bulma's kid, and therefore he's probably strong, but nothing compared to like Goten or Gohan or anything like that. You'll get the initial fights that go down. Videl gets the shit kicked out of her by Spoke Bitch as usual. Gohan starts to lose it a bit, but is able to rein it in. Gohan gets his power stolen by Yamu Spopovich. Power-wise, Gohan... I'm trying to think where I would put Gohan. I'd say Gohan's probably at a reasonable... I'd say 2 billion with Super Saiyan isn't unreasonable with Super Saiyan. But note that half his powers, or his full power, is equal to about half of Majin Buu's when it was all said and done. And I believe that was about 1.5 billion or 3.5 billion I put him at. So, and that's not to say that they didn't collect maybe some other energy. I'm just saying that's probably what the case was. So, that would put Buu, when they do steal his energy, not at 50%, but it's over 25%. So around 35%, let's say. Even, it's still, I would be impressed, but still. Deborah comes out, freezes Krillin and Piccolo. That happens. And Kibito gets killed. Shin, I think, actually would take Pui on. Actually, well, don't forget, there's also the androids there. Now, I think 17 and, I don't think 17 and 16, they might be spectators, but they wouldn't be participating, particularly 16, because he and 17 are having fun rangering the shit out of that park. But I think 16 also does go along with them. I think 16 and 17 go. 18 stays. So you would actually probably have either 16 or 17 square off against Pui. Or Pui. I think let's go 17. And that makes sense. And 17's like, okay, and then just beats Pui. Goku squares off. Gohan, I think, squares off against Yakon. Not Goku. And I think there's the stealing the light thing. It's because Goku wants the strong boy. He wants Deborah. So I think it makes sense that Gohan would be the one that squares off. Or though again, 16 might actually step in instead. He says, "No, I will step in." It's like, what? Why? I mean, I can hate him. That is true, but this being I can sense. He likes to use the darkness. My senses, or my sensory, my processes are. What would be? I can use my scanners. My scanners can detect perfect night vision, so I can fight clearly in this. So 16 actually, it makes more sense. 16 would square off and offer himself up. Now I don't know how strong. Hold on, I can actually, because they said Yakon has 800 Killy. A Killy is equal to 1,000 Killies is equal to, roughly speaking, a billion. From what we can tell, from what I can gather. So if 1,000 Killies is, so yeah, the actual Killy is equal to right around 1 million. Give or take. So Yakon, I believe, then would be around 800 million, if I am remembering that correct, if I am doing that math correctly. And I think I am. So yeah, so he actually is stronger than 16. However, I'm at war initially. But I would imagine 16 might get some upgrades over the years, because him and the Capsule Corp and everything, they'd probably develop a relatively safer relationship. 16 says, I want to become stronger so I can protect this planet and all this and birds. Oh, and the people too. So, yeah, 16 probably has increased his power. He might be like around imperfect cell level at this point. So, that fight goes on for a bit. And Yako's just is like wondering, how the hell is he able to see me? And it's like, I can sense, my scanners can pick you up even in pitch blackness. So basically he ultimately does win, because Yakon didn't think he'd be fighting against a robot. Then Goku and Deborah face off. And that fight would be pretty solid. Goku is stronger ultimately when he goes to Super Saiyan 2 and puts Deborah on the defensive. Deborah tries to run, but Goku just appears. Not instant transmission, just pure speed. Kind of like what he did with Jason Birder. It's like, it's pure speed! Just kind of appears. It's like, no, you don't! This is for Piccolo and Krillin! So, ultimately, yes. By the way, just a fun little side note, I don't think a 16 getting hurt would factor into Majin Buu's energy, because he's an android, because he doesn't feel pain, or, I mean, he can take damage, but I don't think it's the same thing. Then again, it could be magic, so it is magic, so maybe it still works. Ultimately, though, Boo's probably at 50% with all the fighting that's gone on, but now Babidi is just like, oh no, they're coming to get me. I can't release Boo now. He's not strong enough. He's only at 50%. But if they come here, papaya! So Babidi maybe tries to teleport them away. However, Shin uses basically like the instantaneous movement type of move. It's not instant transmission. It's like the Kai's better version of it. So he's able to get in there in time before Bobby's able to complete a spell to escape, and then with Goku's help break through the barrier and just kill Babidi. And then that's it. Buu is never awakened, basically. So what happens with Majin Buu? Because Majin Buu is still there. He's still sleeping. Well, Shin basically said, we'll take it here. We'll keep it safe under the world of the Kais, at least until Lord Beerus wakes up. Lord Beerus. Oh, yeah, no, don't worry about that. That's something you don't need to concern yourself with, Goku. Yeah, okay. But I want to think. Well, if there's anything we can do to repay you, well, could I maybe learn? Could you teach me that like instantaneous movement movie? So that like teleportation. Oh, you mean our instantaneous movement? It's like, yeah, I don't see that would be a problem. So as a reward, he teaches Goku the better version of the instant transmission. So there you go. So the Buu Saga ends. 18 still wins the tournament. Well, Satan wins the tournament, but 18 wins the tournament. And ultimately, where does that leave us for Super? Well, in Super, see, the problem here is there is Gohan, Goku, Pan, Unborn Pan, Goten. That's it. Now, I'll always make an argument that with the Dragon Ball's help, you could usually find a way to make the Super Saiyan God a thing. Either bring some Saiyans back or whatever. Or at least temporarily. So when Beerus wakes up, Goku is just busy training on Earth. I mean, he's training, doing his things. Beerus visits the King Kai and, asks him, like, oh, well, I don't know this or that. Well, I don't know this or that. My King Kai is off today. Well, Lord Beerus, I don't know about that. So he goes, again, meets Goku for the first time. Goku tries to maybe fight him at some point. But not, maybe like as a fun little spar, and Goku just, gets beaten. Everyone's just like surprised, but it's like, yes, now where's that pudding you said? Pudding! Here you go, pudding! It's like, oh, it's delightful, Luis. Yes, Lord Beerus, it really is. Have you tried this thing called pudding? Oh. So eventually they do get a workaround for the Super Saiyan God. What would it be? I'd say, because I made a defense. There's probably a few straggler Saiyans around. So maybe they bring some Saiyans around or something along that. I imagine they figure out a way to get it done. I do. So Goku goes, his Super Saiyan God isn't as strong as some of the other his other Super Saiyan God is, like, even his canon form. So, I mean, that fight goes about the same, though he's on a bit more of the losing side. Then you cut to Goku training with Whis and Beerus for Resurrection F. Piccolo, I like to at least think Piccolo maybe does, but unfortunately I don't think you see a legitimate reason Piccolo would be training with Goku with them. I don't see that, unfortunately. Still, though I think Gohan might join in after a little while. After, if not with him during the Resurrection F, then he might start training with Goku to maybe hit Super Saiyan God levels afterwards. But with Frieza comes back, it goes about the same. Goku pretty much, wins the fight, but then ends up getting shot. Piccolo then, however, comes in and does a special beam cannon right. Has been maybe not. I don't think Piccolo, because Piccolo didn't initially. So, when they see Goku getting his ass kicked, and it's just being beaten, it's like, Bulma's just like, Lord Beerus, you would have to understand, if you don't help Goku, if you don't stop Frieza, I said I wouldn't, you won't get any more of our treats! Damn, she's got me in a bind, Whis. What do I do? Well, Lord Beerus, do you know if you can live without these delicious confections that Earth provides? Can you live without the ice cream sundae? The ramen? Damn. Frieza. What? Hakai! So it's like, you force Beerus' hand. He can't get his ramen. Sorry. Let it be clear. The only reason I did this was for the ramen. Now get me ramen, woman. Ramen! Yes, ramen! While I enjoy this delicious parfait. So yeah, it does end with them getting rid of Frieza, luckily. Otherwise, tough to say. So, you puppy. So, cut to the Universe 6 tournament. Gohan, Goku, Piccolo. Gohan's been training not just with with Piccolo, but with Goku as well. And I think Goku's been talking about the whole God training, trying to push him a little bit. Gohan's not there at the moment, but he's trying to push him. Boo, I'd say 17 would participate. Obviously, Boo it fails the participation qualifications. Goku goes toe-to-toe with Botamo. That goes the same. Frost goes about the same. Piccolo goes about the same, but Frost gets disqualified. Piccolo then goes toe-to-toe with Magerta. Now, Magerta, that would be a tough fight, Piccolo, but he's got enough durability to him that I think he would, like, especially when he, like, throws, like, the lava blast out. He, like, special beam cans through the lava magma blast and just hits him in the face. Luckily, he survives and doesn't kill him. And then ultimately he loses. Kaba, that fight with him. I think after that fight, Piccolo would be like, try to fight Kaba and realize I can't beat Kaba. I'm too tired out. So he gives it over to Gohan. Or who, goes Super Saiyan, shows that off. And I think it would be Gohan becomes kind of the mentor to Kaba a little bit, explaining the Saiyan pride and all that stuff, or Saiyan nature, Saiyan pride, which he did, something he did, I think, keep from Vegeta, or from his training with Vegeta, Nappa, and Radditz. So, explains that. Now, he doesn't go the whole, I'm going to kill your universe and things along those lines. I think more he kind of explains the tingly back feeling thing, which is dumb. But whatever, it is what it is. So that takes place. I still think Gohan. Well, actually, see, Kaba was about as strong as Vegeta was in base. And I can tell you right now, Gohan's not that strong. Gohan doesn't even have Super Saiyan 2 in this state. He's got Super Saiyan. He's probably much stronger than his DBZ version at this point. That from our version of the story. But he's not Vegeta level strong in terms of his base. When he powers up to Super Saiyan, he would be, at least. Then when Kaba does it, Gohan's just like, Gohan laughs, like, oh, looks like you win this one, kid. And it's like, what? And it's like, yep. It's like, I'm done. And then now he said, yeah, you want him, Dad? It's like, no, I think we got one more. I want the other guy. It's like, so 17 goes in, and 17 definitely is a bit more colder and calculating. He's got his energy shield that Kaba just can't seem to break, and then he just pushes Kaba out of the ring, basically. Come to Hit versus 17. That would have been an interesting fight to see. Hit versus 17. 17's getting hit by the time skip. And he's like, ugh. But basically, when Hit tries to do time skip again, he's unaware that basically 17 put a thin barrier over him. Because remember, we saw him concentrate the barrier. It's feasible he could just kind of cloak himself in a very thin barrier if he tried. Or even said after training, like, I've been working on this technique for a little bit. It's a kind of an armor of mine. Which he grabs Hit then just blasts him point blank. Hits saves but fine. So now 17's got his barrier up, and now they're fighting, going back and forth. The time skip generally isn't working on 17 at the moment because, yeah, he's able to skip and take 17 by surprise, but he can't hurt 17 at the moment. The shield's taking all the damage, is still going, which is causing Hit to be like, I want to improve. I want to improve even more. So now it's causing him to improve his time skip. And basically, I'm now wearing 17 down. I think what would happen is 17 would lose, but Hit would actually be a little winded from that fight. Enter Goku, who's watched the time skip and everything along those lines, goes Super Saiyan Blue, and basically the enhanced time skip versus Super Saiyan Blue Goku, but who has the teleportation technique of the Kais. So, which is something he doesn't even have to do that. He can just go, whoop, whoop, I can disappear like that. So it becomes an even more even fight again. So ultimately, I think if it still ends up the same, I should say Monaka's there too. So, yeah, I might have to. Monaka's there. I'm not going to retcon it too much. Let's just say that 17, or let's just say that, I don't know, Gohan wasn't there instead, because Gohan still needs to train or something. So I'm gonna have to retcon that little bit of Gohan and Kaba, even though that would have been pretty good. But ultimately Monaka goes and it ends the same. So we'll leave it at the Universe 6 arc. I think I got one more video left in me for this particular What If. That will focus on the Goku Black and Tournament of Power. But yeah, that's where we're gonna end off. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. I got a hair like, what the hell? Whoa, that was weird. Oh no, it's not a hair. I thought I had hair. Like, no, it's the little leaf things on there. Yeah, I thought I had hair. No, I do have a little hair. Like, there it is. Yeah, I knew I had a little bit of hair. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for who would win, Star Wars, superhero, magic, what if, anything I do on the channel, put that in the comments below. Let me know. I'll get to that at some point. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.